Well, hello, and welcome back to Idle Kingdom Defense. So today, 24,030, and of course, don't forget to like, don't forget to comment, don't forget to subscribe, and you know it, I know it, everybody knows it, make sure you ring that bell. So we're going to talk about what happened, and I made a big mistake. And that big mistake is, I forgot to make the video last night, this is this morning after reset. So basically, the only thing we really need to do is to work on Marion. So the good news is, um, it's not really much good news. Um, there was some good news. It wasn't the day I needed to do King's Ruin, so I didn't miss a King's Ruin. So I guess there's that. I guess that's kind of good news, but it's still disappointing to miss a sweep, and I blame our inventory size for that. Honestly, though, I'm also trying to push, so it's also that too. It's crit damage. That's nice to see. So it's a little bit of both. Like trying to do the I don't have a good answer. I got carried away with something else yesterday, and I just I was like, okay, I finished doing the thing I need to do. Let's get ready. Let's make the video, then get ready for bed. And I did the getting ready for bed part. Forgot to make the video. Here we are. And what a we are it is. So very unfortunate, but honestly, it's not the first time, won't be the last time, I guess. Defense. Eventually, we'll get to a point, though, where it won't matter as much. But we're not at that point yet. I mean, not that I should be skipping. What I mean is, when I say it shouldn't matter as much, is that I won't have anything to push in Total War, so there's no excuse for me to hold on to a sweep. So I can just let it rip, and eventually. And then we won't be in this predicament, really, unless I forget a whole day, which would be kind of bad. That'd be extra bad. And dodge. Well, at least we got some crit damage today. And now, again, we would have probably enough to get the ring another level. I don't know that we will today. But we'll see what we can do. And honestly, there's so much variance from day to day. You can have a really bad day, you can have a really good day, and probably get a day's worth just in the variance. I know, that's an excuse, right? Kinda is, kinda isn't. So, wait, is that enough? Can we awaken at 14? We can. So still, it's always unfortunate to leave power on the table. And defense penetration. But we'll see where this gets us. So let's take a look at Marion here, and that is 123,855, or 123.855 million attack, and 294,505 crit damage. So extremely close to another crit damage milestone. When will we get it? Nobody knows. The other thing we need to work on, though, is Marion's Runes. And so, no, not Marion's Runes. What am I talking about? Sophia's Runes. We have a lot of extra time today, so we can work on Sophia's Runes. Working on the crit damage rune, ironically. But that's only because Sophia does not have her crit damage done, so she's the exception to this. So we'll just get her crit damage done. That's just what we're going to do. And then I think we have Vincent after this, and we'll go through the same thing with Vincent. And then we will be moving on to doing Daniel, and I think Daniel will be... I don't know. I mean, I guess we could do this all at once for Daniel. We can just go through, max every rune. Then once everything is... we'll probably do a +9 pass first. Get all the runes unlocked. Then when we go for +12, we can just go and do it so that every rune is +12. It's not... You would not do this normally, but, Will Daniel ever become our damage? No, honestly. But I think his attack is at least interesting. So he's kind of an interesting hero, in my opinion, because he's different, right? Everybody else is, kind of the stereotypical. Oh, hey, how nice. Uh, this does make me wonder how we've refined crit damage for Sophie in other areas. So we might have to revisit that after this. And so what I mean by Daniel being different is he doesn't have a special. He has super fast attack speed. Warriors generally don't get accelerated attack speed outside of the small buff from Brian. And so he's kind of unique as a hero in that regard. So it's sort of interesting to see just how he'd ruin up and stuff like that. And if you were going to main Daniel, and there was somebody who did, of course the issue is Daniel has no AoE. So Daniel's like a buzzsaw that only goes in one direction. And you basically have to make it an amulet with both attack and crit damage on it. Like any other hero, though, really. If you got attack percent, even better. But he still would fall behind because he's not getting that multiplier from the special. And, of course, his attack is not also getting multiplied by the orb. So Daniel, but he isn't, and he's very RNG. Because he's going to have, like, if Daniel is the only person killing things on the field, and I believe the order in which things are killed on the field is pretty, I don't know if it uses the same RNG as everything else, because if it does, then you can affect it by actually doing things at the start of combat. I don't know how his RNG works, to be honest with you. Oh, we did make a mistake. Now refining this further. I really wish they would have had something where we could refine to max eventually. Like, it could have just been really expensive. That would have been nice. But yeah, Daniel's kind of a buzzsaw in his own right. But not as effective as other heroes. So if you were just starting out, I'd still recommend if you're you don't have if you're in the early game, it's going to be Blake. Basically, nobody competes with Blake at the early stages of the game, and you'll want to make him a necklace and a necklace and a key. And then once you get past the early stage of the game, and you like for example, Blake is Mythic 5-star. There's no moving up for him. You're gonna want to, and you get Vincent up to at least Legendary 5-star. You'd want to hand it off to Vincent. That's what you'd really want to do. Is you'd want to hand it off to Vincent. So we didn't do any of these right. Well, we probably weren't thinking about it at the time. So that's kind of what you want to do. I mean, I know I was refining to A because let's just get everything to A. That's better than nothing. And then I was like, oh wait, this is crit damage. We should be getting these to S. But I have had some people actually starting the game out wondering what warrior to pick, and it's definitely Blake. Blake will grow so much faster than everybody else. And then once Blake caps out at Mythic 5-star, then you can really start looking at and it will take a while. It took me a long time to get all the heroes to, especially the S tier heroes. It took me a long time to get them all maxed out. So don't expect to do that. That's not a willy-nilly thing. It's going to take a long time to do that, and you just need to be prepared to sit down and do the grind. Sophie, will you please refine your rune? I just want to finish this. I like how she refined it in the other direction twice now. 3 times. 3 perfect zeros. That's not what we're looking for, Sophia. There we go. Good. And then finally, we're just going to level up the cast. Oh, we should probably look at her crit damage. Oh, yay, 23,940. But now we're going to level up the castle. We're basically going to probably double, maybe 2.5 times Sophia's attack, or damage from this. And where are we at? I'm going to go with 22.087. That's the wrong one. No, not even close. It's 22.094. So, that said, once again, as always, thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe to support the channel. And if you have any questions, feel free to say something in the comments. I do always look forward to your questions. And as always, thank you again, and I hope you have a great day.